This is from the great Kabbalist Baal HaSulam. He says, the evolving object is a living, feeling being. It suffers. Imagine, for these billions of years, what it took to get you to be here today, or just to get you to become alive. How many cold spells and heat spells, and the whole earth on fire, and the whole earth is an ice ball, and you know,
Right.
and just diseases and you name it, running from wildebeests and who knows what. Um, is a living and feeling being, and it suffers horrendous torments and pains while under the press of development, which carves its way ruthlessly.
Yeah.
Okay, that's called the authority of heaven.
Yeah, and there you go, people. Look at how the Kabbalists, this is like, it is so, it's just incredible, how I don't know what's the word here, objective, concrete, uncompromising the Kabbalist
Mm-hmm.
is, in their description of natural laws. They don't go like, "Oh, God is good." We have to like worship the Lord or something like that. Kabbalists will just tell you, you're yes, there is a greater force that you're guided by, and there's a sublime purpose that it's leading you towards. But the natural laws, they are relentless, uncompromising, and immovable. And yes, they will bring you suffering, and horrible suffering, if you don't understand how to work with them. Just like you can't jump off a cliff and expect gravity to suddenly
Okay,
go be merciful on you.
okay.
So
Now, just but relax for a minute, because now he's going to tell us
sorry,
about the
sorry,
authority of
I
the
got
earth.
I got excited with the
Okay.
quote. Yeah.
No, I love how you explained it. You said uncompromising, right? He's not. He doesn't have a
Right.
PR agent, the Kabbalist, and
Yeah,
he's
that's what I was getting at. That they're
yeah.
so just trying to communicate the truth. Go ahead. The second
Uh,
part of it? Yeah.
so the second part he calls the authority of the earth, and there's still a lot of confusion on this part. But within the authority of the earth are people who have taken this above mentioned law of development, meaning these Rishimo that are coming to us, under our own government, and we can free ourselves entirely from the chains of time and greatly accelerate time,
Mm,
namely the completion of the ripeness and the correction of the object, which is the end of its development, and the end is guaranteed. So let me read that again. The end is guaranteed. I'm just adding, but
right.
let's say it again. People who have taken this above mentioned law of development under their own government, meaning this law of development is happening no matter what, whether it's
Yeah.
from the under the authority of
Doesn't
heaven
care who
or under
you
the authority.
are, doesn't care whether you're on the left or the right or the middle or whatever. Yeah. It's just working. Yeah.
So people who have taken this above mentioned law of development under their own governance can free themselves entirely from the chains of time and greatly accelerate time, namely the
Right.
completion of the ripeness and the correction of the object, which is the end of its development, which is perfection, eternity.
Yeah. So there you go. There you have it. So there's a program that is all the way from that spiritual singularity to the Big Bang to the development for 14 billion years of matter, dust with the moon and the sun and everything you want, right? Influencing it, developing it into plants a billion years ago or something like that, and animals, billion or half a billion years ago, something like that. And then you have monkeys 15 million years ago or something like that. And 200,000 years ago, this human level emerges. All of that is automatic. Nothing, nothing could be, there's no free choice, there's no consciousness that can participate in the process. And then comes the human level and evolves to a point where it can suddenly participate in the process. That's what Kabbalists have found 5,000, the first of them 5,781 years ago. That's what they've been trying to develop, and gradually what they've been developing for a few thousand years. And that's what they're now trying to communicate, especially since the last century with Baal HaSulam, that all of us now as a species can begin to consciously participate in the process. It's no more just automatic records from the shattering that are playing themselves out. The lines of
So
code are demanding our participation. It's like the user of, we become not just the program, but also the user of the program.